The High Kings is an Irish folk group formed in Dublin in 2008 by Celtic Woman manager Dave Kavanagh. The band consists of Finbarr Clancy, Brian Dunphy, Martin Furey and Darren Holden. By February 2015, the group had released 3 studio albums, 2 live albums, and 2 live DVDs. All of their studio albums appeared at number 3 or higher on the Billboard World Music Chart. The first 2 went platinum in Ireland, and all their albums charted in Ireland. After the release of their first album, the new group moved from a highly staged format to a more natural performance style. Since the inception of the band, the High Kings has toured Ireland, the United States, and Europe on multiple occasions. Together they play 13 instruments during their performances. The group's motto is folk and roll, and their singing is especially noted for its close harmonies. Members: Finbarr Clancy toured the United States and Ireland in the 1990s with the Clancy Brothers, one of the most successful folk groups in Irish traditional music. He sang and played electric bass and flute with the group, which consisted at the time of Finbarr's father, Bobby Clancy, his uncles Paddy Clancy and Liam Clancy, and his cousin, singer-songwriter Robbie O'Connell. As part of this group, Finbarr appeared in the Clancy Brothers' filmed Farewell to Ireland performance in 1996, which has since been released on DVD. He also performed on 3 albums with this father. He usually plays the guitar and sometimes the banjo with the High Kings. Brian Dunphy got his first break as a performer in Riverdance, the show. After 2 years as part of Riverdance, he became a member of the 3 Irish Tenors. Dunphy had also been a member of the band Druid. He released a solo album entitled Timeless as well. Brian is the son of Sean Dunphy, who represented Ireland in the 1967 Eurovision Song Contest. He typically plays the bodhrán and guitar with the group. Martin Furey, son of Irish folk musician Finbarr Furey, formed the band Bohinter with his sister Aine in 1992. They had a top 10 hit in France with the album Excalibur, featuring Jean Reno as Merlin. Bohinter released 2 albums, Sessions and Belladonna. Furey released Howl and concentrated exclusively on production and creative writing skills, working with Stuart Bruce, Paul White and Martin Swan. He plays the banjo, bouzouki, guitar, and the modern low whistle, which his father had originally helped to create and develop. His singing style is characterized by frequent use of vocal ornamentation. Darren Holden starred in Riverdance, the show on Broadway for 18 months. He followed this success by appearing in the Broadway musical Movin' Out. Holden played the role of Billy Joel both on Broadway and on a national tour of the United States, as well as tours of Canada and Japan in 2006. Holden has also released 3 successful solo albums. Suddenly came out in 1998 and yielded 3 top 20 singles in Ireland and 1 top 30 in Finland. Live and Learn was released in the United States in March 2003, garnering 3 top 40 airplay hits on the country music charts. Roadworks followed in 2006 with success in Japan. It was produced by Brian Steele and Tommy Burns. Holden plays the accordion, mandolin, and keyboard with the High Kings. Timeline: The High Kings' first album quickly climbed to the top of the Amazon Music charts worldwide. The self-titled release also reached number 2 on Billboard magazine's World Music Chart. The album spent a total of 34 weeks on the chart. In 2008, the High Kings toured the United States with Celtic Woman as the opening act. In 2011, the High Kings toured the U.S. again, playing in Chicago, Albany, New Haven, Philadelphia, Boston and Atlanta to promote their new album release Memory Lane, which eventually reached the 3rd spot on Billboard's Top World Albums chart. On St. Patrick's Day, he played for an American audience on Live with Regis and Kelly, and performed on stage in Boston that night. On March 18, 2012, the High Kings headlined the Mayor of London's St. Patrick's Day celebrations in Trafalgar Square to an estimated 15,000 people. On March 20, 2012, the High Kings were invited to perform at the official St. Patrick's Day celebrations at the White House in Washington, D.C., United States. The event was hosted by U.S. President Barack Obama and attended by Taoiseach Enda Kenny. On July 6, 2012, the High Kings were invited to perform at the residence of the President of Ireland Michael D. Higgins. On March 12, 2013, the High Kings announced a forthcoming third studio album produced by Sharon Shannon and John Dunphy, consisting of 8 original songs and a selection of classic ballads. On September 23, 2013, the High Kings released Friends for Life on the Sony record label. The album reached number 3 on the Billboard Top World Albums chart. Discography: the group's first 2 albums went platinum. References: External links: The High Kings, photos of the High Kings in concert.